Hey there, if you're wondering about selling your home while living in Orange County, in this video we're sharing all the tools for first-time home sellers, even if this isn't the first home you've ever sold. Today we're going to talk about three things. One, how to successfully negotiate a real estate commission. Two, how flexible are real estate fees. Three, should I shop around for a better real estate fee? Plus a few other insider secrets every home seller needs to know. Stay with me till the end for today's crazy, stupid, silly, but very true real estate story. It's the favorite part of what I do, and you're gonna love it. Now let's get started. All right, let me switch over to my laptop here. Give me just a second. If you were thinking of selling your home, we're talking about the questions to ask before putting your home on the market so that you can put the most do-re-mi in your pocket when you sell your home. And here we go. Today, we're looking at how to successfully negotiate a real estate commission. And at the top of my list, we have to ask, how flexible are real estate fees? Well, as you can see here on the screen, agents will often bend over backwards and juggle whatever we need to do a good job for you. So the truth is, real estate fees are technically negotiable regardless of what an agent might tell you. But your ability to negotiate a lower rate and how much lower depends on a variety of factors. So here's what we look at. The first thing we look at is your property. Is it in a challenging location? Does it back up to a freeway or to a railroad track? Will it be difficult to get into? The next thing we look at is demand in your area. Are we in a seller's market with lots of people grouping up in front of your house to see it? Or are we in a buyer's market where you could literally push your house down the boulevard in a cart and buyers would still be shopping around for the best deal? So how flexible are the real estate fees? Well, this could also depend on the agent's relationship with their brokerage, and this varies from office to office. Now, when agents are fairly new, their split of the commission is typically 50-50. That's very common. They keep 50% and the brokerage keeps 50%. This allows the brokerage to provide training and education and resources for all the agents. And then the agent will keep the other 50% for living expenses, plus all the costs of doing business, including marketing your home. We also see 50-50 splits in team environments. So if an agent tells you they're on a team, well, they might be on a 50-50 split. Now, most brokerages have a plan that as you sell your first 5 houses, now you move up to a 60% split, and so on. Now, other brokerages offer a little bit higher. Maybe they offer an 80-20 split where the agent keeps 80%. This is where we begin to see the top producers at this higher level. And we'll see this go all the way up to 90% or even 95%. There are also some 100% brokerages where the agent keeps the entire commission, but that's a little bit of a misnomer because then the brokerage will hit the agent with a bunch of fees they have to pay, and it ends up being a net of 95% or even 90%, depending on the sale price of the home. Now, discount brokerages aren't usually flexible at all. If they say they can do X percentage, that's just what it is. So my point is, this whole idea of real estate fees really could be much different from brokerage to brokerage. So we're asking the question, how flexible are real estate fees? So this might also depend on the current market. And this is where we can rely on the economic experts. See how this expert is standing up on a pedestal? And can you see how everyone in front of him is a student? And it's all positioned on top of a smartphone. You know, I have a particular problem with a lot of these economic experts, by the way, because we often see them pushing a narrative. And if we become a student of a particular narrative, we might be misguided. So what we want, excuse me, is a balanced viewpoint, and that's why it's good to look at several different outlets and come up with what's best for us. The point I'm making, or the narrative I'm pushing, is we want to make the best decision for our own lives. And that takes a strategy. See the chess pieces here? We want to understand our own objective in buying or selling this real estate so that we develop our own narrative. Yes, we want to see that upward arrow. Can you see that? So if we look around at the current market, are we having challenges with interest rates? Are we in a pandemic? Are we on the brink of a mortgage meltdown like we had back in 2008 and 2009? Are we in a seller's market that's about to adjust, or vice versa? All of this will inform whether we should make a move now and whether the real estate fees are flexible. So, are the real estate fees flexible? The answer is it depends. The truth is, realtor fees are technically negotiable, but your ability to negotiate a lower rate and how much lower depends on some of these factors that we went over. Make sense? All right, before we get on to the next one, if this is your first time on the channel here and you don't want to miss any tools for first-time home sellers, then take a minute to subscribe below. You know what to do. Tap the bell for notifications. This will also help people just like you who want the best information. On this channel, we talk about how to put the most do-re-mi in your pocket when you sell your home. My name is Rami, like do-re-mi. I'm an award-winning designer, a best-selling author, and a top-producing real estate agent who's worked across 4 states. My team and I get calls every single day from people asking how to sell my house more quickly, and we love hearing from you. Whether you're looking to sell your house and move tomorrow or somewhere down the road, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a Zoom call. We would love to hear from you, and those links are below. All right, here we go. We're looking at how to successfully negotiate a real estate commission, and the next question to ask is, should I shop around for a better real estate fee? You know, some brokerages aren't flexible on price, where others are open to tailoring fee and service structures to suit your specific needs. Others, specifically discount brokers and agent matching services, offer built-in commission savings, no negotiations required. Just be aware of unfavorable trade-offs. And well, I'm saying be aware, and as you can see here, the image says beware, 2 ways of saying the very same thing. Keep your objective top of mind, and that is to get the best price and terms from a buyer. Sometimes a discounted commission means discounted service, and that's something that may not serve you well, regardless of what a discounted broker may tell you. So yes, you could shop around. Just be sure that it serves your objective to get your house sold and for the best price and the best terms. My best suggestion is do a quick internet search for this. Should I shop around for a better real estate fee? So that you can be sure that you fully understand the pros and cons. So let me know in the comments below, are you the kind of person who will shop around for the best rate, or are you the kind of person who makes a decision based on the agent's personality traits, character, and whether or not you think they can get your house sold? Okay. We are looking at how to successfully negotiate a real estate commission, and the next question to ask is, do I need cosmetic repairs before listing my house? If you offer to make your home easier to sell, you might be able to negotiate your commission. And this is a question that a lot of my clients have asked me. If you'll agree to invest in painting, maybe landscaping, maybe cleaning the carpets and windows, you'll find the process may be a lot more effective. This might be a good time to declutter and maybe even add pops of color here and there to entice buyers to leave the internet and come straight to your house. Trust me, it's extremely difficult as an agent to sell a house that just isn't ready. Buyers can be finicky, and they would just as soon swipe left as to pay any attention at all to your house. So if you're willing to make your house a little more market ready, your agent's job will also be easier, and they may be willing to lower their commission in return. All right. So as we're talking about how to successfully negotiate a real estate commission, the next question to ask is, do I have to pay the buyer's real estate agent? Well, this is a place where we don't want to skimp, and that's the buyer's agent. Your listing agent will very likely split the commission with the buyer's agent. This is common. But if you talk to your agent and you talk them down to a lower commission, that means the buyer's agent may also be receiving a lower commission. And then that buyer's agent may not prioritize showing your home. For instance, if a buyer wants to see homes on a Saturday afternoon and they have time to see 6 homes, if your home has the lowest commission offered, do you think it'll make it to that list of 6 homes being shown? Now, multiply that times 12 agents who are showing properties just like yours on that same Saturday, then multiply that times the following Sunday and the next weekend and the next. That's a whole lot of opportunity you could be missing. And it isn't personal. Agents have to somehow prioritize which homes to show. If one home doesn't have a lockbox on it, they can't get in without a key, well, it goes to the bottom of the list. If another home has a day sleeper and no one can get in, that one goes to the bottom of the list as well. Buyer's agents feel that part of their job is to show as many properties as they can during that appointment, and so prioritization does happen. The idea is to get as many eyes on your property as possible, and the commission is part of that marketing strategy to bring you the highest price. Leave me a comment below and let me know if this surprises you. Did you realize that when agents are showing properties, they have to find a way to prioritize which homes will be shown and which homes won't make it to the top 6? All right. Here is the last tip for today as we're going over how to successfully negotiate a real estate commission. And the next question we're going to cover is, what is a creative way to negotiate a real estate fee? Well, this, of course, involves a creative plan. One thing you can do is offer to hold your own open houses and also blanket your own neighborhood with flyers. Now, this is a lot of work, but I'll tell you why I'm making this suggestion. If you bring the buyer, because of these efforts that you're making, the open houses and so forth, if you bring the buyer, ask if the commission can be reduced from 6% down to 5% since you're helping with the marketing efforts. But there's also another trick. Ask to add a clause to your listing agreement that if your agent brings the buyer and double ends the transaction by representing both sides, then the commission is to be reduced from 6% to 4%, because that agent's assistant will be running the files for both you and the buyer at the same time, which is a huge time saver. It's very organized. This also encourages your agent to dig into their database and do their own social media posts and run their own ads in the first couple of days of the listing before the market as a whole may even see the listing. Make sense? Now, this doesn't work all the time, but it's a possibility, so I'd want you to take advantage of being able to successfully negotiate a real estate commission. All right. In each of these episodes, I've promised to share with you the lighter side of real estate by featuring one crazy, stupid, silly story. There it is. These stories are my favorite part of real estate. So what do we have for today? Uh-oh. Here it is. This one is from Wendy in Morgan Hill, California. Not sure where that is, but I think it's in the San Francisco Bay Area. And Wendy says, I had a listing for a home that had been vacant for 2 years because of some legal issues. We finally got those issues cleared up, and the seller was so happy to find a buyer. But a week before closing, all the copper pipes were ripped out of this 4,000 square foot home. The seller had to repipe the entire house. Yes, and if you ever have a similar situation on a vacant property, it isn't uncommon for thieves to come back, especially in vacant rentals or vacation properties. They may come and steal the appliances. You replace all the appliances, and then they come back and break in again and steal the new appliances. Well, this is one of the reasons that I don't usually use for sale signs, because I don't want to advertise that a property might be vacant. But I sincerely hope you never go through this. Okay, let's move on. Remember, whether you're looking to sell your house and move tomorrow or next year or somewhere down the road, you can give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We'll talk about how to put the most do-re-mi in your pocket. When we see each other, you can ask about the 3 options for getting more do-re-mi from the sale of your home. I call these the 3 do-re-mi options. One of these will be just right for you. The other 2 won't be a fit. I'd love to go over these with you in person. So thanks for watching. Be sure and check the description below for any free giveaways, and I look forward to chatting with you soon.